Look what came in the mail. The Oric Mirage Shift Creme Cheek Palette in Eventide. Let's have a look. So it comes out like this, with cardboard protection. There's also a set of ingredient listings for each product in here. The back of the palette has the shades. There's your little hole to change out the palette, the colors as they run out. And then here's the cover. Love this. I mean, this is raised right here, y'all. She always comes with the luxury. It looks really stunning. It's got a proper weight to it. And then it's magnetic with a mirror. I usually don't take that off, but look how crisp it is. My daughter was watching a Cupcake Squad. Anyway, that mirror is very nice. Ooh. All right. So let's get into swatching this beauty, because, I mean, I'm not going to do, like, looks or anything right now, but I certainly want to show you all what it's giving. Break through that first. So here's what we got. Oh yeah, that's a good bronzer shade for me. Very nice. Let's see how it builds. Since they saying we could do it, here's what it looks like already. That's a bronzer shade on me for sure. I'm just seeing how much you can build it up. That's pretty good. That looks good. Let's look at the blush. This blush is nice and warm. That is so pretty. I'm gonna shear it out first layer. That's already plenty of pigmentation, but it can certainly be built up. And then here's the highlighter. I wouldn't build that up any further. And the balm itself is supposed to be clear, but let's see. Yeah, it's clear. It has some sheen to it for reflectivity, but it's clear. So those are the shades. This is beautiful. I cannot wait to play in this. These textures feel really nice. Easy to work with. Look at these colors. This is perfection. This color story is perfection. But yeah, that was about after taxes. Not after taxes or whatever, but I think it was free shipping. I spent like $90, $95, something like that altogether with tax and whatever else. That was part of my birthday purchases. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna grab this nap while Nala's out, because I know when she gets home, she's gonna want to stay up. So I'm gonna take a nap, y'all, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Nala is eating a crepe for the first time from JPetal. She got the number 4. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it on the screen for y'all. I think it's the fruit martini. It might be the fruit martini. I can't remember. But she's enjoying it. Here. Oh, we got Bella. Bella's here. Tonight is fulfilling cravings night, so I am going on my way to Sonic to get my peach slushy. We'll see you later. Period cravings. Peach slushy. A matcha martini crepe from JPetal. I love these. Look, I just love their packaging. I love the freshness of the fruit. I decided to get some green tea, ice cream on my girly today. I'm about to go to town. What you girling about? Girl, what you talking about? Look at this. Little Pocky. Trying to told you, friends. I hope you got one in your area. I hope you got a JPetal. As you're eating your crepe, peel here. They thought of everything. There's even like a little cup holder inside the bag because I got Nala one too. There's a cup holder in the bag to keep them upright. Hers is, oh yeah, she was eating it. She ate the majority of her fruit out of it while we were in the car. She got the, gosh, I'm trying to remember what it was. I threw away my receipt already. Girl, you cannot have any. I'm gonna do banana. There's apple in here too. Banana? There you go. I took her with us just to get out the house because, you know, she's been cooped up. And my peach slushie, I'm going to put it in my Stanley to keep it nice and cold. It's going to be a lovely night. That's all that's going on tonight. I don't have too much going on. Nala's playing with her slime in the living room. I cleaned off her table, so she's got plenty of space to go to town. She's also having a little dinner that I heated up for her. My mom bought her some Jamaican food from Flames, and she is enjoying some curry chicken and rice for dinner. Ooh. And I'm just gonna chill out because these cramps were kicking my ass today. Thoroughly. Solomon gave me money to buy everyone's Christmas gifts on his behalf. So I bought them all something from Sephora. Everybody. And I really looked through all the gifts and like was like, okay, what do I think everybody would like? So I hope they'll like it. I had a strict budget, so I had to like really adhere to that. But yeah, I'm sure the closer we get to Black Friday, I'll talk him into some more gifts. We'll see. And I'm crossing my fingers that I can find either some seasonal work or I can do some sort of consulting or gosh, I'm trying to think what I could do. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I can do to earn some money before the holidays because I'm completely out of income options at the moment. Like I was supposed to start working next week. That's not happening. So there goes the approximately $800 a month or week. I'm sorry, I would have been able to bring home. And then I got kicked out of school. So no stipend. Whatever this divine plan is that y'all keep talking about, I hope it hurries the heck up. Okay? Like I really hope it hurries the heck up. Cause I'm let me go ahead and dive into this thing. See y'all later because I'm gonna get greedy. This is the best I can get in this car right now. I got called beautiful at the Starbucks. You guys feel really cute. I was like, oh, thank you. The hair is hitting on something serious. I took a picture with this scarf earlier today, wrapped like the sort of like pineapple wrap. I was giving like voluminous hair. It was really great. And then I said, you know what? This ain't sustainable because my head flat in the back. It's going to end up shooting right up. So I went ahead and did it like this. It's a nice slicked situation. Very cute. I went and got myself another one of them cranberry, orange cranberry lemonades refreshers. These are very good. Got a little sliced cranberries up in here. This is nice. Best holiday drink so far. It's hitting on something real cute. Gucci foundation is everything, y'all. Everything. And that freaking Oric palette. Seamless skin-like dimension. It's everything. I love it. I'm finna go upstairs and give my husband this dish soap because we ran out. Grab my baby and I'm gonna hit the road. Because it's like 5 and I want to get her dropped off, get back home, get out of my face, get this off, take my shower, do my little, self-care, and then get ready for the From watch party. Tonight is episode 8. And these videos get taken down. They get taken down by YouTube, you guys. So if you don't watch them in the first couple of days, they'll be gone. And there's nothing I can do about it. Tonight is From night. I want to make sure that I am very together, because it's from midnight until almost 1:30ish, because I like to have a little discussion after the show. And I've been watching, as I do, I watch the theories and the videos with the interviews with the actors and stuff like that, just to kind of flush out my own ideas about what's going on. And I saw a video today that I thought was really interesting. A guy was saying that he felt like that there's a major dream element to From. Now, From is supposed to be a direct translation of fae or fairies from European folklore, and there's a huge similarity between what fairies look like and what the creatures look like. So the idea of dreams playing a major part in From, and that being an element of what this is, I can get behind that. Not directly that somebody is dreaming about all of this. It's not like that. It is very Nightmare on Elm Street. Your fears and sorry, hold on. The town, we'll go with the town. It's really just the whole damn thing. The whole environment feeds off of hope and fears, dreams and nightmares. And so when you die in this place, it absorbs your fears, your dreams, your nightmares, and it continues to feed off of that. And there is a cycle that is happening in this space in which everyone sort of plays a role in the cycle in order to sustain it, in order to continue to feed it, in order to fulfill that sort of prophecy and make sure that things happen the way that they are supposed to happen, in order to maintain what the ultimate entity wants. We don't know what the ultimate entity is just yet, but based on the cave drawings, it is sort of like a massive creature. I think it's the giant ass spider. That's what I think it is. It's going to get very Lovecraftian in this mother sucker towards the end of this whole thing. That's what I think is going to happen. Because it is a sci-fi horror movie, series. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we're going to be dealing with that kind of thing. I also think that in order to break the cycle, they do need to figure out how to free the children that were sacrificed in order to feed the beast. And I think that this season, we're going to lose people we thought would make it to the end. Not important people necessarily, but people that we've come to care about, or, we just thought they would always be there. I think that there are going to be some more people who end up dying that we're going to be like, damn, Tianqinlu, as unnecessarily tragic as her death was, I mean, the way she went out was just horrible. Probably the worst death. Everybody keeps talking about Dale getting stuck in the fucking pool was the worst death. No, it wasn't. He earned that shit. I ain't sorry. He makes me damn sick. And didn't he almost kill Ellis? I mean, let's have a reality check for a moment. He wasn't shit, okay? He was a surly, aggravating hobbit of a man. He was terrible. And wasn't nobody sorry to see him go. I don't care what you say. All right? When he stabbed Ellis, his ass should have went in the box. Only reason he didn't go in the box because Ellis didn't die. But I honestly feel like shit. Why was you about to stab anybody in the first place over resources? What kind of bullshit is that? You weren't possessed. You didn't have things telling you to kill nobody. You were just being a jackass. I really felt like they should have put him in the box. What is your purpose? Anyway, let me stop. He got away with too damn much, in my opinion, and I'm glad he went out the way that he did. Fuck him. But honestly, her death, she didn't do nothing to nobody. She didn't do nothing to nobody. She was always helpful. She was always motherly to everyone. And she went out the worst of anybody. She was tortured to death. She didn't just get ate up. They tortured her to torture Boyd. And I just could, woo, child, listen. Woo, that was really heavy. I think her death, for me, is going to be the worst death of the entire series. I don't care about anybody else the way I cared about Tien Chen. The only way I could see myself crying over someone's death is if Boyd dies. And he's star of the movie. He ain't going nowhere. So I don't really see that happening. I'm trying to think of like anybody else that I would be like, God damn it, don't do that. No. Victor. But again, he's so important that I don't think he's gonna die. How can they solve this without him? His daddy dying would be sad. I guess his daddy dying would be sad. They might do that to him. They might do him like that. That would be sad. Let me see. Jade. I think I would crash out if Jade died. Partially because he's fine. But honestly, like, he's such an integral character. He's the only one, in my opinion, really, really trying. And still very, like, you know, looking for answers and still, like, just as excited about that sort of thing as he has always been. Jim's a hating ass bitch, and he make me sick. I feel like he's jealous of Jade and Tabitha's relationship. I think that he is so caught up in his own crap and not, you know, being the one to solve the problem and not wanting anybody else to get the shine for solving the problem. That's what I think is happening in this man's head. And I also think that he disassociates in order to, you know, and then acts like he's like the hero or sanctimonious or whatever for working and doesn't pay attention to his children. I don't like him. He kind of represents everything I don't like about the average American husband. He made me sick. Especially their argument that they had last week. I was like, I'm with the monsters on this one. When they was screaming. No, it wasn't last week. It was the week before. But still, when they was hollering out there like, shut up. That's what it sounded like. I was like, yes, creatures. Damn, shut up. You know everybody trying to sleep. Y'all up here arguing about some shit that you probably been arguing about over and over again since your baby died. Listen, she ain't wrong. And you ain't wrong. To be totally honest, y'all, neither one of them is wrong, but they're not listening to each other. Yes, being home with the kids all the time while you're off working and you don't give your partner a break from being there, especially when you lost somebody, you're not considering her grieving process, sir. You only think about yourself. So yeah, I'd resent you for that too. And then you secretly blame this woman for the death of your child. So that's the other thing that you're running away from. And you don't want to hear that shit. But that's the truth. That's why you don't want to hear it. You don't want to lose me when you was bugging out. Not because you really give a shit. Let's keep it a buck. You didn't want to lose your wife, or you didn't want to believe that your wife was dead because you don't want to have to look after your babies by yourself. Let's keep it a buck. That's really it. Because there ain't nobody to replace your wife in Fromville. Trust me, they would pull somebody up for you. Because that's the way the town works. But, like, that's not what he's thinking, you know? And as much as he like acts like he wants to protect his children and all that other stuff, I really don't think that's his true intentions. I think it's all about Jim in his head. He really is selfish as fuck. It really does, like, it is too familiar. Okay. Then you got Sarah. And I honestly feel like at this point, you guys, forgive the girl. At this point, you know how the town get down. You know her ass was possessed. And she did not, like, if this were not the circumstances y'all were in, she would have never did that shit. The town got a hold of her. That's what happened. It's not that she's a bad person. She's not a murderous individual that will kidnap your child and do all this blah, blah, blah. Use her to your advantage, but stop treating her like a fucking outcast. Especially when y'all let Dale slide. I'm still on it. I'm sorry. I just think they're giving her too much. I feel like they're giving her too much. Now, I wonder, you know, after Elgin this week, he looked like he about to go grab Fatima in the previews, right? For week 8 or episode 8. I'm sorry. I wonder if we're going to start treating him funny. Are we going to start outcasting him because he kidnapped Fatima? I mean, shit, Fatima murdered Tilly. What are we going to do about her? Are we going to throw her in a box? You know what I mean? Like, are we using the box? What are y'all doing? I don't know. So much is going on, friends. I freaking love this show. I love it. Let me unbutton the house and take Nala up to her grandmama. And I'll see y'all later tonight. Those of you who are going to be there, I'll see you tonight. And then we will discuss episode 8 in the morning. Now, that is going to be part of this vlog. If you do not watch the show, or if you're going to watch the show, you know what I'm saying? Damn, my nose itching. If you feel like you're gonna want to see it, you might want to skip ahead a little bit when you get to the next day on this vlog. But I am going to be talking about the show and what I think about episode 8 and all that. We're going to be talking about it a little bit. Also, thank you so much to those of you who signed up for my membership portion of things. That is where I'm going to be having my mental health vlogs. And I think it might be a good idea to do like a live, members only live, starting at the end of this month, because I kind of started the membership at a like towards the beginning of the month. I think it would make sense to do the live at the end of the month. So that live, I'll do a little poll and you guys can choose what you want it to consist of. If you want it to be beauty related or mental health related, let me know. But yeah, that is going to be it for now, y'all. I will see you later. I'm gonna go get the baby. Bye. Hey y'all, I'm gonna try to trim my hair. So, I watched season 3 of From over again last night, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I missed quite a bit. Even though I'm a very observant person, there's certain things that I was like, okay, let me go back and look at that. And there's something in the intro that I thought was interesting that I hadn't considered. You know, they show all those drawings in like a montage style. Let me go close this door. One of the like first drawings they show is of a boy, his mom, and a dog, a German Shepherd, just like the ones that follow the boy in white. So I think that first drawing is the boy in white. He was one of the townspeople. He's not just like an entity presenting itself in like an image, right? He's an actual former townsperson. Now his clothes, I'm trying to think, because his clothes don't exactly match the Ankui kids' clothes. So he's not from that far back. He's closer to Victor's time, like his cycle, because the clothes that him and his mom were wearing look very similar to the clothes that Victor and the people from his cycle were wearing. And so, come on now, would you come out? Shit, it's like, come on. It really, It really feels like, I already put some lotion on. I'm gonna put some on because it smells good. It really feels like he is a good entity. I know a lot of people are speculating that he might not be, but he seems like he is. I mean, he did keep Victor alive all this time. And apparently, according to the last episode, he's the one who was trying to tell Christopher what to do to save the children. Not Jasper. Child. Why we spend 2 episodes on that if it wasn't? I'm kind of like, wait a second now, god damn it. There's something to that puppet. You didn't just, you didn't do all that for nothing. You couldn't have. Usually writers don't waste time on things that aren't necessary, So I don't think that he's completely useless. But Victor remembering exactly what needs to be done in order to save the town just in time for the finale. Okay, I'm here for it. And so I saw the preview for episode 9. They're going to be looking for Fatima. And we know where she is because Elgin took her to the root cellar, to the room that he set up according to the directions of Kimono Lady. Child, Fatima's stomach's growing. He's using his blood to nourish her so that the baby will grow. Man, listen. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. This is about to be crazy. Everybody has been kind of, smack talking the show, saying it's moving slow. Like, why are we, all these build-up episodes, and what's really good with, like, getting answers and all of that. And I think that we're about to be hit over the head with them, with the answers and with the pacing and all of that. It's about to go down. Very excited. Very, very excited. What else? I know that Kimono Lady is very likely this is going to be it for her. We're not going to see her again. And so they're going to need a new big bad. Or a new villain, right? I don't think we've reached the big bad yet. So we're going to need a new villain. And it seems that a lot of people are speculating that the man in yellow is going to make an appearance as the new villain for the next season. Like in the finale episode, we're going to meet him. Because they've already cast him. Like, you can see it. If you look up IMDb and the cast for the episodes, you can see who it is. It's not a huge secret. It's out there if you want to know. So yeah, the guy who they have cast for him fits the drawing very well. He looked like a villain, child. I mean, there's typecasting exists for a reason, okay? Like, we have to believe it. I have to believe that you're a bad guy, so you have to look like one. My favorite scene from episode 8 was definitely Jim getting cussed out. Twice. Because, what? Come on, you came in there on some weak shit. He just seems really, like, so unsure of himself, even though he's trying to be tough. He's so obviously scared. And yeah, ain't nobody blaming you, baby. It's scary what you're going through. And you're scared of losing your family. But if we're keeping it a buck, friend, you were already losing them before you got there. Because your wife wanted to leave you. Because you abandoned her after mentally checked out after your child died. And wasn't offering her the support or the comfort or like anything. Like, he was just completely shut down and was leaving her with the kids and to answer, not really being a partner. And He's also trying to prevent her from like solving this thing because he doesn't want to lose her because the kids need her. Can I just translate that to, I don't want to have to raise them myself? It's really giving that. And I'm sure he loves her. I'm sorry. I'm sure he loves his wife. But as a wife, to somebody who does that, it's selfish. It's about you. It's not really about your partner. I'm sure you love your partner. I'm sure that to you, what you've told yourself, what you convinced yourself is that you're doing the right thing as a husband and a father to try and save your wife. That's your why to you. But your subconscious is that you don't want to be stuck raising these kids by yourself because you don't think you know what you're doing. And you don't want to shoulder the responsibility of being a bad guy to your kids. So anyway, that man would get remarried so quick. That'd be the reason. That'd be the reason. But yeah, I love that Jade cussed him out and told him, I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you try to talk shit to me. I'm gonna go try to do what you should be doing, which is helping your wife figure this out. How about that? Because he came up in there, who the fuck do you think you are, taking my kids, my wife? Yum, 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 yum. They came to him. What you got to say now? So yeah, so Henry tells him, take my advice as somebody who actually went through exactly what you're going through. Shut the fuck up and listen to your wife. Be supportive and help her. And amen to that. His ass is drunk and told you that. He's sliding off the damn stool. I told you what time it was. So, and I would definitely take advice from from Henry, because he is you and you are him. Now, a lot of people are talking about this whole reincarnation thing, and that these people are repeating the cycle and all of that. And it can't be reincarnation if you're talking to yourself. This is kind of like roles. They're not actually the other person. I hope that makes sense. They are not you from another dimension or whatever the hell. I don't think that's what it is. I just think that these people possess the same personality traits as the characters needed for the game. That's what it is. It's not Miranda and Tabitha are the same person. No, they're not. They possess the same personality and drive and connection to the town. That's what it is. And so, excuse me, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk over this. So I feel like that's the way that people need to think of it, instead of thinking that they're the same person. As for Julie, time travel Julie, I don't think that is actually time travel either, you guys. I think it's more like astral projection or something similar to that. Because she wasn't literally somewhere else. Like, her physical being wasn't, didn't travel forward in time or backward in time. I'm sorry. She didn't travel to the past. She was having a seizure in real time in the dungeon area, and her spiritual self was in the dungeon and tossed the rope down to Boyd. And then she goes into the cave area and she hears another moment in the past, which is Victor and her mother in the caves when the hole opened up in the house, in the basement. And then next thing she hears is the Ankui children, and this is even further in the past, screaming in agony because they're being sacrificed. They're not just saying Ankui, the way that they were saying it to Tabitha, like, pay attention to me, remember, 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 they're saying this as if it's the only word that they know how to say. That kind of tripped me out, you guys. Because the children could be trying to say anything, but I think the only word that they know is Ankui. So they're screaming out, Ankui, because they don't have any other language. They don't have any other word to use. And I think that chant is part of the ritual, which is why they were only taught that word. So I hope that they answer that part at least during this season finale, to at least answer what exactly happened to these children, so that we can move into getting to solving it, like getting to finishing it off. I don't think they're gonna be able to save the children this season, but we need to know exactly what we need to do this season. And another thing I wanted to talk about with From is that I see so many people in the, not group chat, but in the like fan groups, annoyed at there being more questions and things not being completely answered in these episodes and stuff like that. And it's like, do you motherfuckers watch TV or not? Like, do you watch series? Do you watch long running series? Not just 2 seasons. Do you watch series that be lasting 5, 6, almost 10 seasons? Do you watch shows like that? Because they never give you all the answers up front. What is the point? This is not a movie. It is a series. The whole point of that sort of thing is to flesh out different storylines and then touch on them throughout the episode. You don't get all the answers in a season. I'm so used to this, and I'm surprised at the attitudes of other people that I'm seeing online, because binge culture is not that old. Binge culture is like, what is it, 10 years old or something like that? Maybe a little more? It's not that damn old. Like, surely you guys remember having to wait until next week to watch a show. I think you still do for a lot of series. Not everybody just throws the whole season online. I would like it. That would be cool. I love to sit and binge. It's fun. But I also enjoy having the discussions with people during the week about what I think is going to happen, and then watching it and realizing that I was either right or wrong or somewhere in between. And then we talk more about it. That's fun. But apparently this show is dragging and da-da-da-da. And I was just like, all right, whatever. I mean, you can feel how you want to feel, I guess. But it just annoyed me that they were giving it like so much. I need a Tymo. I've been watching these ads come up about that Tymo blow dryer and how quickly it blow dries your hair, and then the curling iron is like one pass to straighten your hair. Because maybe your girl need a silk press, child. I know I need a trim. That's why I bought these really cute hair cutting shears. I'm gonna go ahead and trim my hair today. Hopefully I can do well with it. Nala's ready to come home. When I tell y'all this will be my 3rd time going up and down this damn highway for her. Oh my God. I was getting ready to go to Target to get another plastic bin for the bathroom so that she can keep her toys in there instead of that bucket. Because they keep kind of falling out, and yeah, that thing is gone, boo. That I told you about that hinge. Nala wants to come home. Why? She just wants to come home. Yeah.
You still go and pick her. I know.
I'm also starting to feel more and more like we're about to get a couple different, like, shots. Big ones. Because they've been renewed for season 4 already, and I think in order to draw more attention to the show, they're going to want to really ramp it up, to get people to come and watch season 4 so that they can get season 5. because the writers have already written this show for 5 seasons. Like, or slated the show for 5 seasons, you know? Like, this show will last about 5 seasons. We'll tell the story within 5 seasons, that kind of thing. Not that they have already written the entire show. I don't think that's the case, because some of the things that happen during the season seem like they come from fan feedback. So no, they haven't written all the way to 5 seasons. But I do think they've started filming season 4 already. So hopefully it won't take too long for us to get season 4. Like, cause I can't be going too long without my scrub, friend. I love it. Hopefully my hair is dry enough to trim it. It looks like I need a really big trim too. There's a little damp in the back. These ends are like super frizzy. I really feel like all that like stuff that they use for frizz control, because I have it. I have frizz control serum, but I feel like people use that to kind of prevent them from trimming too much, you know? Like, oh, I don't want to go too low. Can we just save a little bit? I want to trim what needs to be trimmed. Okay, because relax. Yeah, relax. I don't see no grays. I thought I saw some grays. I was like, hold up! I just got here. Calm down. Like, calm down. So, no, I don't see any. Thank God. Not that I wouldn't embrace it. I've literally dyed my hair gray. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to do it just yet. Okay, I guess we're gonna get trimming, friends, because I don't know. It doesn't feel, or it doesn't look like I need as bad of a trim, but I know when I run my fingers through my hair, it gets caught when it's curly. And that's a sign that you need a trim. It shouldn't be getting caught. I should have a nice little seamless situation. I'm gonna use my magnifying mirror to really get her done. And I'm gonna watch, I think I only made it to episode 6, so I'm gonna finish watching from up to episode 8 again while I trim my hair. And then have Solomon drop a little coin in the Cashapp and get going. Get going up the road. All right, see you later, y'all. All right, trim is finished. Hair is defined. I put some curl gel in it from Pattern Beauty. That's what I'm talking about. Very much loving it. So we just got home and Nala found her surprise.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Ah! Nala saves. Can I read that?
What does it say?
Nala saves. Bruh. Nala saves Christmas.
It is a custom book from StoryBug. And StoryBug is collaborating on this portion of the video with me. Thank you so much, StoryBug. They create custom books for your little ones, and you can customize the character and the name in the book to reflect your special little one. Check out this. Ooh, let me get it real close so you guys can see. You're gonna go ahead and scan that QR code to get to their site. You're going to use the code listed here on the screen at checkout to get your discount. And these have got to be the cutest little books. Look at the braids on this baby. The complexion you can actually customize on a gradient, which I thought was really cool. And Their name is throughout the entire book. She is so excited. She is so tickled. You have the option of a soft or hardcover book. You can also get add-ons. You can buy multiple books at a time. They have different categories and different themes of the stories. It doesn't have to just be at Christmas time, y'all. You can do this on any holiday. You can do this on a birthday. You can do this for occasions like Mother and Father's Day. You can totally customize these books, and they ship so fast. Like I'm telling you, I think I got this book 3 days after ordering it. I was like, what? How y'all do that so fast? But yeah, I'm loving it. I just find this to be the most adorable type of gift. I've seen companies do this before, but I really like the way that they handle it, and I like their illustration style especially. You can even request gift wrap. So this can be a great holiday gift, obviously, or any sort of gift for your little one. We chose the Saves Christmas story, but they have about 3 more holiday specific or Christmas specific stories, as well as many other themes. And I want to thank StoryBug for collaborating with me on this portion of the video. Now let's go ahead and read this story to Nala. Yeah. Nala decided to burn some of her excess energy by jumping rope in the backyard. As Nala jumped with her most treasured skipping rope, she sang one of her favorite Christmas carols.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Go ahead.
Jingle bells, oh what fun.
It is to ride.
Another one, oh, open sleigh.
Look at this. So cute.
Mom!
There she is on the sleigh. And all the children she's imagining with their presents.
I feel like I thought they said Bella for a second. That'd be like funny if they had the dog in there.
Thank you, Santa. That was the best night ever, declared Nala. All thanks to you, Nala, replied Santa. There wouldn't have been a Christmas if you hadn't helped me fix the sleigh. You saved Christmas. There are many great things for Nala to see. Scan the QR code and see what she can be. So here's the QR code, you guys. And you can check out the other story options to customize for your child. And look at the treasure chest, says Nala. Yeah, I don't know if the lighting is going to be that good in here, but I'm making harissa steak tips and mashed potatoes. I'll probably microwave a little frozen corn as the vegetable side, and that's dinner. So we've got some butter, milk, garlic and onion powder, salt and pepper for the mashed potatoes. But now we're gonna season up the cleaned meat. I'm gonna do, since it's 2 pounds or 2 packs, I'm gonna do a packet of Sazon each. I'm preheating the pan on medium. The garlicky, spicy garlicky seasoning. Generous with that. Also, some red pepper flakes. The harissa is not spicy from Trader Joe's, so I'm just gonna add a little extra heat. I'm gonna also put a healthy dollop of this harissa seasoning. Boom. Nice rounded tablespoon of it. And then a little smoked paprika for additional color and smokiness. I'm going to add some more herbs with, where is it? Green Goddess seasoning. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going to finish this up. Just the end of the seasoning. It's got fennel in there. What else do we have? I'm going to put a little bit of black garlic too, because because it has a... Why these get all... And I think that's it because I actually want to add a little bit of miso broth for the gravy. So I think that's it for the seasonings. I will be putting some actual, like, some garlic in here too, but I want to cook the actual meat first. So go ahead and mix all these seasonings. I wash my hands like 75 times, so I'm just going to use the spoon, honey. Yes, it's easier to do it with my hands. Go over it. I'm also going to put a little sea salt. But I'm not going to go crazy on that because, you know, I'm using broth and broth has sodium and so does sazon, obviously. So I just want it to be a little bit pronounced, but not crazy. Now I could either use this or the pink Himalayan. Since it's easily accessible, I'm gonna use this. This bad boy is ready. Let's lube it up. And I have a big enough pan to cook all of this at one time. I'm also going to make a cornstarch slurry. That is my favorite thickening agent of the moment. It's the easiest, you know, instead of making a roux. Nice and red, well seasoned. Spread out. Cornstarch, and then I have my garlic. And this is on medium, which on my gas stove is medium high. It says medium, but it be cooking, honey. I might even kick it up a notch. I'm gonna kick it up to medium high, just to evaporate the liquid from cleaning the meat. But yeah, that's it for now, you guys. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. So dinner is ready. Got our little harissa steak tips. We got harissa steak tips and some corn. I put some everything but the elote seasoning on it. And yeah, we're about to dig in. Nala has already dug in. Nala, how's the steak?
Negative. No. 9 out of 10.
Okay, great. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna dig in.
Actually 10.
It's her acting like she has to think about it for me. That corn is tasty, Nala. I put some new seasoning on it and you haven't even tried it. Mashed potatoes. I made them a little bit stiff to support the meat and gravy. So not as like smooth as I would normally do it. Plus I left skin on. Now I'm gonna have a little steak. Nice flavor, nice heat level. Not as tender as I was hoping for, but not super tough either. All right, very good. New way to make steak tips for us. Usually it's like kind of an A1 based gravy, onions, stuff like that. But this is new and I like it. So, thumbs up. Good morning. I have an hour to get ready for my first interview today. Phone interview. We needs money. We need money to do the things we need to do. So I have 2 job interviews today. Both the same pay as the job I lost. And I aim to charm my way into one of these motherfucking jobs. Wearing a little Eloquii 2-piece. You're not going to see the whole thing. The top is the bottom. They're just pants. I wore this to bed. I consider it pajamas, but it is actually an outfit. Like an outfit that you wear outside. I'm just not putting a bra on because I'm home. Like, who's going to see it? And I just feel like I want to smell good. So I'm going to do this Nashi Blossom from Jo Malone. It's very fresh floral, this scent. I think something else that would really complement this is Marc Jacobs Perfect. So I'm gonna mix that in here too. Yeah, it's a nice combo. And then I am going to put on a little bit of this lip mask and my Belief sunscreen. It's a very good moisturizer. So my first interview is at 9:30 and the other one is at 11:30. I might try to put a face on in between that just because I need to do a video. Not because anybody's gonna see it. And we're gonna put this on right here. Man, went back and watched season 1 because there was some stuff I missed. I need to make, well, I need to repost my TikTok about the recap of episode 8. So please watch that, friends. I just took my hair out my bonnet and fluffed it up today. So that curl gel is very moisturizing. And my hair still looks really good. Call myself defining a part. I don't. It's kind of there. I also only ate once yesterday, friends. So aside from dinner, like throughout the day, I only ate one time. I ate that Cobb salad from Papa Gino's. It wasn't bad, but it was definitely not. That's not a Cobb salad, child. I'm gonna go ahead and have some oatmeal before my interview. And I think that's gonna be it for today. But for now, that's what we're looking like, okay? She's cute or whatever. I'll see y'all later. So my morning phone interview went very well. And now I am going into the office tomorrow for a second interview. She asked for references and a hard copy of my resume, of which I can gather. I have a second interview at 11. I'm gonna put on a little bit of a face because I want to film some content, y'all. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm not gonna do that with you guys here. I'm gonna actually use it. Let's see if I can twist this a little bit. No, okay. I'm actually gonna use the time or in between there to put on a face and review this. So I just wanted to pop in and give you a little update. The interview at 11 is for, God, it's a customer service job. I can't remember because I applied to so many jobs this weekend, so I have to double back. This would be a sort of front desk position, administrative assistant position. And then the job at 11 is, I think, a customer service position, like on the phone, helping people. As I do. I have had this type of job for the longest time. Is this remote customer service job still available? I'm still applying for work, okay? Even though I have interviews, I'm still applying for work because we're going to get this job. So I just finished the introduction of the Oric palette, and now I'm going to take one pump of this Gucci foundation because it is potent, honey. Ooh, might want to put on a primer, sis. just need it here. I have a video interview, y'all, on Teams. And I think this is interview number 2 compared to interview number 1 that I just finished this morning. You know what I wish I still had, y'all? The Westman Atelier drops. I like those. Those came in so handy. I would just smear that on my face. And it would just really get me together. But it is a finish that, God, this is highly fragranced, y'all. It is a finish that if you are a girly who is oily, you will not be able to use. My situation has completely shifted in the past 10 years as far as like my skin type. I used to be just plain old oily. Then I turned around and was combo oily with like normal skin and then oily T-zone. But it was still pretty greasy in the T-zone. And then I shifted to like balanced. And now I'm starting to move into like dry with normal T-zone. Such a trip. It was exactly 1 pump to even out my skin tone. Now that is a vast improvement because I was a 2-pump girly. And at least with this product, I am not. And this is like a velvet matte finish. Highly fragranced, but very weightless. Completely weightless, y'all. And it doesn't leave any streaks. I'm like wiping all over the place. It doesn't leave any streaks. It's all good. And with some of that pigment still on there, I'm going to use my Westman Atelier concealer to get my eyes brightened up. And I'm doing my base before I go back into this video and do the rest of my face because the video is about the Oric palette and not about my base. This is T4, by the way. So, great way to continue to blend it into my foundation is to use my foundation brush. This has a really cool consistency. It's very like gel-like almost. And it adds good coverage while remaining flexible. So if you haven't tried it yet, you know who I really want to try, y'all, and tell me if you've tried it and like it, is the Victoria Beckham concealer. Like I love that she takes her time with her products, so I know her like I know it's gonna be good. It's just expensive. And I don't want to buy another $90 concealer unless that girly is really that girl. Complexion is complexioning as far as I'm concerned. I'm just going to set that very slightly. Right now. I'm just going to set that the way I said it last time because I like the way I said it with Old Faithful. No creasing there either. Very much. Just a little right there. All right. So there's my base. Now, put a little something on my brows. Again, I'm not gonna do too much. We're really just gonna use a tinted brow gel. This is an interview after all. I don't need to be full glam. sure that I've filled in any gaps. And I'm gonna put a little bit of Makeup by Maro since I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Dibble and dabble in here. I'm gonna dip into that one, and then I'm gonna finish with that. Yeah. And I haven't taken the sticker off of this yet. I kind of don't want to because I haven't reviewed it yet. But interesting. It looks pink in the pan. It don't show up like that on me, girl. It ain't fully showing up gray. Unless there was something else on this brush, which it doesn't look like there was. I haven't used this in a while. Not since I cleaned my brushes. I'm gonna need to add a little sparkle on top of that. But what I will do instead of adding a warm brown is add the gray instead. Since it does read gray on me, I'll just stay in line with that. It's like the little discoloration that I have there is not allowing it to really blend. So I'm just gonna stamp and then see if I can blend it out. That looks better. That looks much better. Okay, now for a sparkler. I want to bring a little bit of brightness back in. Yeah, that looks like a good option. This reminds me of Tom Ford toppers, the consistency. Lovely. Gonna use my little highlight brush to sweep away the fallout. And because it is a daytime look, I'm not gonna add anything on the bottom lash line, but that's pretty. That's my first Makeup by Mario eye look, and it's huge. Let's throw on some mascara. Alrighty, so I am ready to use the Oric palette. I'll see y'all later. All right, just finished up my second interview. 2 job offers. They're looking good. I have a second interview with the first interviewer, the first job. I have words. I have a second interview with the company from my first interview this morning. Tomorrow. On site, so I can see the office, do a little tour, meet the lady I was speaking to in person, things like that. And so, yay, that's good news. They're paying what I want. It is a full-time position. The hours are actually perfect for Nala's school and after-school schedule, and it's not that far from home. It's less than a half an hour. So I love that for me. That is actually perfect. Secondly, this past interview that I just did just a moment ago, it's for a temp agency, and they have 2 jobs that actually would work within the schedule that I have currently for my sabbatical from school. So they don't seem to have potential for full-time, though. That's something I'm considering, because I want a job that I can just consistently go to. So the first place, if they were to hire me, I would take that over the other job, which is a temporary position as a receptionist while someone is on vacation. And then that stops as soon as the next job starts, which is remote. And that remote job is an introvert's dream. It is an introvert's dream, okay? Like, you don't have to really talk to anybody. You just listen to voicemails, answer emails. I was like, I kind of love it. I wish that was like a full-time job, because as much as I like, okay, there's a spectrum to being introverted and extroverted. There's extroverted introverts who are outgoing, but they need to recharge in private. And that's me. I like people. And that's why you guys don't believe that I'm an introvert. I actually like interacting with people, talking with people, you know, what do you call it? Fellowshipping. There we go. I enjoy those things. But then I need to come home, you know, like when I'm done, I'm like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. And then I go home, I recharge, I get my rest. I have like, I need a little while before I do it again, you know? And so that's my personality. I can be a receptionist. I've been a receptionist in the past, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it because usually people are pleasant for the most part, especially if you're in an office, that is a place people want to go to, right? People are walking in there because they want to be there, and they it's a service that they are looking forward to. They're usually very pleasant. You're not going to get a lot of crappy experiences. I mean, they'll happen because people's energy is what it is. But in this role for the job that I'm visiting tomorrow, it sounds like a really great place to work. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the office environment is, and if I have a good vibe, if the energy is good, if the woman I spoke with on the phone is just as pleasant in person after she figures out that I am me. We'll see how that goes. I'm not going to grab a job out of desperation. I understand that, you know, fate is going to lead me where it's supposed to lead me, and I'm going to listen to that. If I have to take the temporary jobs and just look for full-time employment in the meantime, then I'll do that. That's cool. I'm just going to be waiting on the electronic paperwork through email. Get that out of the way, and then I can head out and go do what I said I was going to do. I'm also going to eat lunch. It is 12 o'clock. I'm going to try not to do what I did yesterday, which was starve. And so after I finish that, I'm going to go ahead and edit some stuff while I'm waiting on these emails. But I'll see y'all later. Y'all, I think my mama bought me that viral Coach bag. And I'm like, at first I was saying to myself, what the hell am I going to do with that? But that's going to look so cute when I go into work. I hope it's the burgundy one. I don't care if it's the black one. That's also a great staple. But that burgundy, that little ombre on the burgundy is sickening. And the navy is pretty too. I don't care what color I get. It's really good. So I can't wait. And I'm going to decorate it. Like, I really hope that's the because it's a huge box. I mean, it's a huge box. And I took a peek inside the box. I didn't open anything. It was already open. But I took a peek inside the box and I saw a little Coach symbol on top, on the sticker. So I was like, it's really big. So I know it's a big bag. So, yeah. I know. I shouldn't have looked. But I looked. And I'm excited. Oh.
Was somewhat right. In any case, we decided to take some time apart. I had moved in with my buddy Oric, the last real friend that I had. I lost touch with the rest after I had started seeing Anne. I knew that she didn't want to see me. And then one day, I remembered the cameras. I felt creepy, believe me. I didn't want to stalk her or watch her without her knowledge. I just wanted to see her from time to time. She was seeing someone. That was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, though. I watched the footage as she opened the door. It turned out to be a door-to-door salesman. An odd little man with a goofy mustache. He was dressed very oddly, too. Suspenders over a purple dress shirt and a top hat wielding a unicycle. Where I was staying, it would normally take about 40 minutes to drive to Anne's place. Not that day, though. I hit a traffic jam pretty early. Apparently, there had been an accident somewhere up the highway and we were at a standstill. I called and called again, but she would not answer me. Before I embarked on this journey, I looked at the camera again from the tablet. What I saw made me feel sick. They were kissing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This clown shows up at the doorstep with his suspenders and his top hat and his freaking unicycle, and she brings him inside of her home to hook up with him. A hurricane of pain and confusion swirled in my head. Why the suspenders? Why these salesman ruse? Was she into some sort of bizarre roleplay? I decided to shut the tablet off and stop torturing myself. The traffic was still completely stalled. Every song that came on the radio made me think of Anne, realizing that she had invited a psychopath inside. Instead, she laughed and said, "Better to have it and not need it." I had no idea what to do. I worried that she was in danger. I would have never expected in a million years that she would hurt somebody. It was like this creepy unicycle salesman had her hypnotized. I'll get the kitchen ready. I was baffled, absolutely baffled. Baffled doesn't do the feeling justice. There are no words to describe how I felt when I watched what they were doing and what they were about to do. Not only to see something so horrifying in general, but to know that I was living with this person that I loved and thought I knew was capable of. I was so focused on her that I didn't see what the salesman was doing in the other room. When I switched back to the other camera, all I could see was these salesmen hovering over the pizza guy. He was now wearing what looked to be a garbage bag over his clothes. It wasn't until he moved a little that I realized what he was doing. The moment that I saw it and realized what he was doing, I opened the car door and vomited. I had no idea that it was about to get even worse. I need another break. What I had seen on the camera was the unicycle salesman cutting the pizza guy. Not just cutting, but chopping, flaying, dismembering. He was chopping him up. The duffel bag was full of knives, saws, even a pizza cutter. I'd scream when the man walked in with this container of
use
human
these
meat.
two and chop it
But she
with something
smiled
sparkling.
instead. She smiled in a way that I had never seen her smile before. It looked so sinister. The same look the unicycle salesman had on his face when he had first showed up. She replied, "No, how about the misfits?" he asked excitedly. "Oh, is that punk or heavy stuff?" Anne replied. And before long, he made another selection. He didn't ask Anne's opinion this time.
I
"Try
just
a bite
used two colors,
first,"
y'all.
Anne said
This
with a
one
smile as
and
she
that one
continued
right there.
flipping the bits of meat and then returned to the pizza guy on the floor. He continued
And I
cutting
think I can
pizzas
use the
off
hand
as
dash
Anne
later.
continued cooking. Process things in real time, especially something like this. This brutal, horrific sight playing out to a happy-go-lucky sounding song that I used to really enjoy. Jam. These people were already irritated and I was trying to knock on the windows. I decided to run up the road.
This isn't
I
what
knew that I
want.
was roughly a mile
It's
from
too
the
dark.
accident and there were several cars stuck behind it trying to merge
Yes,
into the other
yes.
lane. People were still beeping and yelling. I jumped in as fast as I could and pulled out. I continued driving toward Anne's house, though I wasn't sure what to do
That
at
could
this
work.
point. The salesman replied, "Just let me deliver the next pizza on our new friend's route."
I wouldn't go to
I arrived about 10 minutes after the tablet had died. Convey how Anne felt. We only talked for a minute or two, and it felt like I knew him the whole night through. I don't know if people fall in love, but he's everything I've been dreaming of.
All right, all done. Just rehydrated my hair and used an additional bobby pin to further define this part here. I think that looks cute. I'm gonna put a necklace on and fix my cleavage. There we go. That's cute. All right, I'm gonna go make Nala's breakfast and then I am going to get going. And I'll see y'all later.